This is the Popcorn Heroes podcast. Woo!
Yeah.
I'm Armando. With me, as always, is Pedro.
Hello.
And God's gift, Orlando.
Yo, what up?
So, Apple recently released their Apple Plus streaming service.
Yeah.
Which what is it with everybody not doing fucking Plus, Max, all this bullshit, dude? Like,
right.
Get creative on your shit, dude.
Well, it hasn't released yet, but they definitely dropped
they dropped
the knowledge
info,
on it. Yeah, the info on it.
But I'm just like, why is everyone using the same fucking shit, dude?
Yeah.
You had Disney Plus, you have HBO Max, and now you have Apple Plus.
Yeah.
So it's all adding.
It's all adding.
I think, but
Come on, dude. Do
branding, it makes sense.
something creative, man.
It tells you exactly what you want
Thank God Netflix
to
came out
know
first.
in one word, you know?
Apple Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu Plus,
You know what doesn't make
Plus?
You know what doesn't make sense? HBO Max.
HBO
Like,
Max.
why the fuck
You
are
have-
you calling
Yeah.
the umbrella of Warner Media
yeah.
a specific
Exactly.
channel?
You
I
have
think
HBO Go, HBO Now, and HBO Max that has more than just HBO stuff, but
Right.
it still has HBO in it. It makes no sense.
I think that HBO Max, because HBO sounds bigger than Warner Brothers. That's why. Than
What the
WB.
fuck?
Because I don't think as regular consumers, you know what the fuck WB is.
I guess so, but if someone were to say Time Warner, I'd be like, yo, you guys own a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
Right, but that's because you would know about
But
it.
on top of this is an AT&T service.
But think about someone who
So I'm like,
doesn't-
why didn't you call it AT&T Plus or
But-
AT&T Max?
But AT&T Plus, you're thinking, okay, am I getting a cell phone service out of this? Am I getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, branding wise,
Yeah.
matters. You guys
I don't know.
are in marketing. Think about it. Like,
No,
when you hear
I
HBO,
get what you're saying.
you have a point with the AT&T. Definitely a point because
I-
people would think it's a phone.
Yeah.
100%.
I get what you're saying about branding, but HBO is a channel in a overall conglomerate.
but HBO is one of the biggest, if
Yeah.
not the biggest
Right.
channel.
But I'm gonna tell you what people are gonna think. HBO Max. I already saw Game of Thrones.
That is true.
That's what they're gonna say.
But the thing is, like,
I already saw Game of Thrones.
that service should have been called something dealing with Warner because that's the overall umbrella. And if you want to brand your overall product that includes fucking everything under your umbrella, it's not HBO. Because you're saying that the top level of the pyramid is Warner Media, right? And then 2 levels down is the channel HBO.
Right.
So you're calling your Warner Media that encompasses everything in your fucking pyramid a specific channel in your thing?
Right.
It doesn't make sense, dude.
But
Even though it is your biggest channel,
Right.
but it's not encompassing everything that involves your brand.
I agree with what you're saying. I just think that people are not aware of Warner Media and what they have to offer in general. Like the general regular consumers, they hear Warner Brothers, they might think like
Yeah, DC and shit like that.
DC or
But DC is part of that.
Right, but
HBO is part of that.
But
CBS and all this bullshit is part of that.
it's so much that they might not be. It is, you're right, but they might not be able to. They might not be able to narrow it down. You know what I'm saying? To what is this thing?
That's why you market, right? You be like, hey, Warner Media includes these fucking 50 things under it.
But
HBO is like HBO, okay, HBO Max is like, okay, so you're doing all HBO plus TV?
I get what you're saying, but I just think, like I said, Warner Brother is so much stuff. Like it's
and that's the
it's
good
more.
thing.
It's more than just Warner Brother does more than just TV. You know what I'm saying? Like they're in more like fields. So that's where it's like, what is this? You know, like, and I think when you're just scrolling through articles, like just the name, HBO Max, another streaming service from HBO, but it's Max. What does Max mean? And that's what gets you in.
Right. If you look up HBO Max, it immediately says, what's the difference between HBO and HBO Max? That's the most asked question right now, is everyone's trying to figure out what is it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're saying, it's HBO plus more.
So they're going to have BBC shows as well. That's a huge part. They're going to have all of Doctor Who, which, for me, that's fucking awesome.
So essentially you're telling me right now, right? Just an example you said, Orlando. It's HBO plus what?
Right.
So you have to brand what's the plus. So why couldn't you just fucking brand something that's not HBO and brand something that's Warner Plus that encompasses everything and HBO?
But
You know what I'm saying? It's just I get where you're coming from,
Right.
but it's just stupid.
Warner Media Plus.
Yeah, on top of that, you still have to brand the plus of HBO. Like, okay, you're giving me HBO and what else? All right, and this is what else you're getting. So why couldn't you just fucking call it something that includes HBO and everything around it. It's just you're still branding the plus.
Right.
You still have to tell me what the plus is.
So check it out. They're gonna get into all the libraries of Warner Brothers, New Line, DC Entertainment, CNN, TNT, TBS, True TV, CW, Turner Classic Movies, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth,
Jesus
Looney Tunes
Christ.
shows and movies.
And
So you're telling me HBO Plus tells you all that?
you know why? Because when I think, all right,
It's stupid, dude.
when you think Warner Brothers, don't think as because you know a Warner Brother.
but when you're saying Warner Brothers, I'm just saying Warner.
you hear, all right, but you hear WB, right? You hear,
But I'm not hearing it.
But you see Warner, you think WB.
Okay,
Yes,
I get what you're
yes,
saying.
yes.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
so what does your mind automatically go to?
DC.
Okay, what does it go to?
Well, DC, Harry Potter, the old
Looney Tunes.
Well,
All the
Looney
Warner
Tunes.
stuff.
Okay.
Animaniacs.
Okay, so I had the same thing. I
that's
think
gonna be included in that, too.
Okay, but I think Warner Brothers. I think Looney Tunes. So me personally, if I was a regular consumer and I didn't know none of this shit, I see Warner Brothers Plus or whatever, I would think, oh, this is a cartoon service. Or I didn't even know Harry Potter was under Warner until right fucking now.
Damn, dude. Have you seen all the Harry Potter's movie and everything? The Warner Brothers logo pops up for you?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I didn't know that. Like that's and I'm telling you, and I'm a consumer of that media, so I didn't know that.
All right, so you're telling me HBO Plus tells you something different than that.
HBO Max.
That's what I'm saying. It tells you something different than that.
It tells me there's more shit added. Oh, man, we're going on and on. Look,
I know we're
I think-
saying the same shit, but I'm telling you things like
I just
you're
think-
still branding.
I
You
agree
might as well
with you.
just brand.
All right. What Orlando's saying is he agrees with you, but he thinks that the consumer's smart enough to research it. What is this? Oh, look, you're saying, what the fuck is the fucking point of naming it after the child instead of the family name? I get it.
The child is a favorite child.
The famous child. Ooh, you got a point there.
He's the most he's the favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't talk about Martin Luther King Sr., you talk about Martin Luther King Jr. Like, he is Junior. You talk about that.
You're like, yeah, Jackson 5. Michael Jackson, though.
Michael
Bam, there you go.
Jackson. You don't talk about anybody else. That's the thing. You talk about the most popular, and that's what I'm trying to get at.
I
This
do
is
it.
Michael Jackson plus.
I get where you're coming
Touching
from.
all the
Orlando.
kids.
Well, you do have Crunchyroll, you have Adult Swim, you have Cartoon Network.
He's out there.
But the thing is that, like, I get what you're saying, Orlando, and it makes sense because HBO is so famous now because they fucking blew it up. But he is a fucking child, and you better fucking put that child under you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not bigger than this fucking overall thing.
I understand that.
I get, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
When Armando starts a company, he ain't naming after his son. It's gonna be
fuck that
Armando.
kid. So I'm saying, like
be under me, kid.
So what I'm saying is that, like, I get that you're saying, Orlando, you're saying that HBO is such a big brand and people are gonna know that, hey, brand is streaming, HBO is streaming, HBO is all this. Cool. What else are you adding to HBO to make it even better?
Right.
I get that, but the thing is that, like, I don't feel HBO encompasses everything that it should be. HBO doesn't encompass fucking the 12 things that Pedro mentioned right now.
And,
You're right.
And by the way, their biggest marquee attraction is gonna be Friends.
Yeah.
They're gonna have Friends.
So
You're-
and Friends was on, like, what? TNT? I mean,
it's
ABC or something.
well, it's been syndicated, so it's been on everything. But
Yeah, yeah.
TBS is probably the more famous.
But the thing is that, like, again, so what you're trying to say is HBO, you're not fucking bigger than the brand.
I get what
But
you're
now you're saying as them, like, oh, you're so famous that you're HBO, you're the fucking biggest things we have, and we're gonna get all in on you. I'm like, no, dude, you need to go all in on all your shit. Because
man,
all your shit is gonna propel your thing
when
up.
you got a boy band, you put the fucking ladies magnet on front. You don't put him in the back. You don't make him.
But you know what? It's not Justin Timberlake and the Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking NSYNC. NSYNC is all those motherfuckers. And the most famous one is Justin Timberlake. So
Right.
people are gonna be like, oh,
But there
Warner
is-
Media, you know what's famous? He went on. He has
right, but it is called Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Yeah, you know what? But nobody gives a fuck about the E Street Band. They're not a boy band. They're just fucking Bruce Springsteen.
They're talented people, I'm
Bruce
sure.
Springsteen, yeah.
All right,
but
look.
if you talk about boy bands, all right, it's like saying BTS. Everyone knows what BTS is, and I'm pretty sure people who really love BTS know specific
What
members.
do we know specific
But
members?
overall, everyone knows who BTS is. Everyone knows who Backstreet Boys is. Everyone knows who's in
Yeah.
sync. They know who the famous person is. Yes, Justin Timberlake. I don't know who the famous person in Backstreet Boy is, but that's yeah. They're all the you know what I'm saying? Like there's a famous. everybody knows who Beyonce is, and she came from what is it?
Destiny's Child.
Again, I get it, right?
Beyonce and the ladies.
Beyonce and the ladies, you know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, Orlando. But the thing is, what I'm saying is that HBO doesn't encompass your entire fucking brand and it's under your umbrella.
And I understand what you're saying.
All right, let's get the fuck out. Let's move on. All right.
Yes, Armando, thank you for saying the same thing 3 times,
Jesus.
and Orlando, thank you for agreeing with him 3 times.
No problem.
Go for it. It was so
The whole reason why we started is because Apple TV Plus has started will be starting their own.
Well, dude, come on, man.
Apple TV Plus is what it's going
What
on.
would you call it,
Disney
Armando?
Plus, Apple Plus. I mean, just call it Apple TV. You already have the Apple TV brand.
But the Apple TV is the device.
Yes, and now you know what you can see on your device? All these original fucking shows.
Okay, so wait. So I have
Apple streaming.
So then you go to a store, right? And you say, I want Apple TV. And
Here you
they're
go.
like,
Here's the device.
And they're like, oh, no. I have the device already. But I want the streaming, though.
Dude, nobody's gonna do that.
How you know?
Because if they already have the device, they have Apple Plus.
No, but what if they don't know
streaming.
that? What if they don't know that?
You call it Apple TV Plus.
So then you agree with the plus.
Yes, Apple TV Plus, but not Apple Plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Apple TV Max.
you fucking jackass. You hate the plus, but you're like, yeah, add it here, though.
Just, I don't look, dude. The thing is that like all these motherfuckers are doing the same shit.
All right,
Disney Plus.
We get it. Disney Plus, Apple Plus, HBO Plus,
Look,
Max.
you went to school for marketing and branding. So, like, what would you call it since you're a branding expert?
He would have to go through a brainstorming
Yeah,
session,
exactly,
I'm sure.
dude.
But
I mean, like, how much do we have for this podcast?
all right, yeah, but by the end of it, let's see if you can come up with something besides Apple TV
Shit,
Plus.
I mean, we're gonna be involved in a conversation.
No,
We're
this
not
is true.
focusing
His
on this.
brain's not going to be working.
You know
Anyways.
these people that came up with HBO Max sat with other heads and like, hey, what should we call this?
Yeah, they're fucking idiots. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not all people who are in these things are smart people.
Okay, so you need to be in that board.
No, I don't want to be part of that.
Okay.
Anyways, so Apple TV Plus, hate it or love it, will launch November 1st,
Which is
11 days
before
before
Disney
Disney Plus, the other plus, hate it or love it, will be releasing November 12th.
Disney Plus makes sense.
And Apple TV Plus will be cheaper, $4.99 a month.
And it's undercutting essentially every fucking person out there. It's undercutting Amazon, is undercutting Disney, is undercutting
Hulu,
Netflix, is undercutting Hulu, is undercutting.
Yeah, it's pretty much like
HBO Max, which is coming out for like $15 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or no, 18, I think it is.
$18?
Yeah.
That's expensive. But it has so much stuff though.
Yeah, but it doesn't fucking make sense. HBO itself is $15.
Oh my god.
So Apple TV Plus is going to be launching a lot of original stuff, like right out the gate. And their service stuff, because there's some people that like Netflix that releases all the episodes, or like Hulu and
Weekly.
They do the weekly, which Disney Plus is going to be
weekly.
doing the weekly as well. Which everyone thought that's officially the end of the
The binge?
the binge.
Fuck
which
that. You got Netflix doing
I mean,
binge.
yeah, Netflix will always still do
But
binge.
Netflix is also doing is doing weekly on some shows.
Some, but that's only because they're releasing it so quick that they're not done
Right.
fixing the episodes. Or,
And I think isn't it some that are like really like the Hassan Minaj show is weekly.
Well, yeah,
But that makes
yeah,
sense though.
yeah.
Because it's a
The-
topical show.
This is topical.
Exactly. But no, but they're actually gonna they're testing that out with other shows. They're gonna do weekly now.
So I guess we'll see. So anyways, what Apple TV Plus is going to be doing is they're going to launch their show with 3 episodes right out the gate. And
Trying to
then
hook you.
To try to hook you. Because, sometimes you watch a pilot and you're like, eh. And then you watch the second one and you're like, okay.
Oh,
and then
it got better.
the third one, you're like, damn, that's an awesome cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then after those 3 episodes, it's going to be week by week.
Okay.
So it's very weird. It's like, we like what Netflix is doing, but at the same time, we like what everyone else is doing.
The thing is that-
so let's do a happy medium.
what Disney and all these people are realizing that you want to be part of the conversation. You want to continue the conversation.
All right.
And if you do what Netflix does, you have the conversation for like a day or two and it's gone.
Right. You have 1 week where an article is written and the whole review is out for that article.
Yeah.
That.
And that's it,
And
you're
if
done.
you release it weekly by week, you can do weekly reviews. And at the end, you do a season finale.
You're always in a conversation.
and so you're constantly being written out.
I'm actually at team week by week because I always like the whole water cooler talk.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. When Game of Thrones happened, we had a Game of Thrones show.
Yeah, you gotta get
Yeah. With Westworld, I was like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah. And I agree when it comes to like socially, but how I like to watch my TV now, I just binge it.
Yeah, I love binging.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the water cooler talk.
there's a lot of shows that we'll look at and be like, that doesn't deserve a week to week, and then we just wait till it's over.
Right.
Like 100, what we're doing right now. It's like that's not a week to week show. Let's just kill it in one sitting.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think it makes sense for the shows that have a huge zeitgeist behind it. Like, oh shit, like
Right.
Game of Thrones was that.
like Lost was a great week by
Lost
week
was
one.
that. Like you have to watch
Oh,
the shit
man.
week by week,
so
dude.
good.
You know,
yeah.
unless you get lost.
Leftovers was a great week to week. Yeah, definitely.
I actually liked Leftovers better as the binge.
Dude, there were so many. Anyways, yeah. Whatever you think. I think it was better.
Tomato.
Yeah. So what I'm curious about is, we were just talking about how fucking HBO Max has everything in their mother. What the hell is Apple TV
What do
Plus
they
gonna
have? Are they just gonna have original? That's it.
It seems like they're just gonna have. I mean, this article doesn't really talk about much. I guess they're gonna.
It's crazy because Apple does have the money to burn.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
I'm
it's
very
killing
confused.
them. It's burning a hole in them. Like so, they could just, and that's the reason why it's so fucking cheap. And
that could explain why it's so cheap, because it's just the original shit happening.
Yeah. And also
The thing is, they're having so many original shows. Like November 1st, they're gonna have what? Here, I see it here. They have the morning show. They're gonna have a show called Dickinson, a show called C, which is
Dickinson's with Haley Steinfeld, which has signed on as
Haley Steinfeld,
who signed on as
Steinfeld.
Hawkeye.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
She's gonna be Hawkeye's daughter. And then there's the show C with Jason Momoa. There's another one for All Mankind, which it's the writer, executive producer of Battlestar Galactica.
Ooh, wait,
Snoopy.
Wait, the writer of he also did Outlander.
Donald D. Moore.
Yeah, he did Outlander.
Well, he also did some Doctor Who too. But then they got a Snoopy show. They got another show called a documentary, a film called Elephant Queen. They got a show called Ghost Rider.
They're doing a lot of shit, man.
Hipsters, and then Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah's on.
So this is what they've said so far. Comes out day of,
which is a lot of stuff,
like right out the gate. Yeah, if you want stuff to look at, it got a little bit of everything. You want kids stuff, you want dramas.
The good thing about it also is that if you buy a new Apple product, you get this shit for free for a year.
Right.
So like that's also cool. Like,
Yeah,
if you're in the market, wait until this shit comes out and buy yourself a new product, and you have a streaming show for a year.
So some of the stuff coming soon, like they got a film with Anthony Mackie and Samuel Jackson.
Man, Mackie's gonna love that movie.
It's inspired by a true story. Two entrepreneurs trying to circumvent the racial limitations of the 1950s.
Hopefully they mention some Striking Viper stuff there for Mike.
They might.
He loves this.
Yeah, I see also here the Servant, a thriller from M. Night Shyamalan. Octavia Spencer has a mystery drama to be told.
From her production house.
Yeah. The Banker, that's the movie you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Little America, from the people who made Silicon Valley.
Taika Waititi is remaking Time Bandits, which is like a comedy British show, like sci-fi.
It's not a lot, but what's good about it though?
Original.
Yeah, what's good about it is it's $5, and then what's the hardest, the worst thing about Netflix, which is the worst thing but the best thing, that it's too much.
Yes,
it's way too much.
It's so much, and they do a really shitty job of advertising their shows.
Right,
and
you don't know what came out that day. Yeah. At least I don't.
Exactly, and even if like their shows, they have too many shows for one, and then they on top of that they have like network shows. So you spend, minutes, 10 minutes.
You know what's gonna happen?
Doing that like Netflix scroll.
But the problem is gonna happen. The reason why they're inundating their whole service is because they're gonna lose a lot of their shit.
Right. No, it's
like,
smart.
All these motherfuckers are creating their own thing.
Yeah.
So they're losing a lot of stuff. Like the bigger shows.
Friends is the big one.
The Office is gonna leave the Office.
So like if you think about this, for them, they're like shit. We're gonna lose a lot of this content because a lot of these people are creating their own things. So we have to make it as big as it was when we had all this stuff.
Right. And
for them it makes sense.
Yeah, for them it makes sense, and they started early.
Yeah,
they started a lot. They saw this coming from a mile away.
Yeah. So someone will be like, "Oh, all these shows are gone. What can I watch on it? Oh, Lilyhammer. What is this?" And that was one of their fucking straight shows.
Yeah. So that's what is good about Netflix. They kind of like future-proof themselves.
You would think.
But the thing is, the quality isn't good. Like a lot of the shows aren't good quality.
A lot.
And it seems so far
because they always get the stuff no one else wants.
Right. And it seems that Apple so far is putting their money and their weight behind it under pretty good creators.
But you know what? What I'm afraid about Apple is because I also read an article saying that they were very hands-on in the creative process of all these shows. So like they were sometimes limiting the creativity about what they can put and cannot put on these shows or movies and stuff like that.
I'm curious about that now because one of them we talked about it earlier is that video game workplace comedy by Charlie Day and Rob.
You know what? I bet you it's not gonna be as
that trailer looked terrible.
It did. I agree with you. It did look terrible. But now that he mentioned that they're so hands on, did they limit their creativity, the raunchiness?
I think so.
Because they're known for anyone that's watched Always Sunny. It goes there.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, no, you won't go there. It goes there.
It goes there.
It does.
And from that trailer, didn't see
whatever line that could be crossed, the show crosses it.
Yeah.
Because all the characters are unlikable. So I feel like
super douchebags.
But yes, the trailer did not look that good. But hopefully it's just a shitty trailer, and hopefully the show's good.
So like I'm kind of iffy about the whole Apple stuff. Like I would hope that it didn't affect that much.
But then you have the Taika one, and I don't see them. I feel like Taika's a very big like fuck you, I could do what I want type person.
You
like
would think,
like based off the projects he's done so far, he pretty much hasn't. And he's got like that Hitler comedy of the Hitler
Jojo
Youth
Rabbit.
coming out, Jojo Rabbit, that even Disney's having a heart attack about, and he's not backing down.
But that's what I'm saying. You would think, right?
Right.
But you never know.
It's true.
You never know.
You never know. Maybe enough zeros shut him up. Who knows?
Yeah. And that's the fear, right? So like I would, when it comes to like Netflix has a lot of creative freedom. Amazon does a lot of creative freedom, stuff like that. I think Apple's gonna try to run their shit more like a network, and network TV is very restrictive.
That sucks. Yeah, it's very by the numbers.
Exactly, and I think that's what they're going for because they want a wider audience.
Because people do love, the majority of people do love their procedurals. They love their fucking CSI,
it's
Hawaii
crazy that
bullshit.
people love it because it's so.
Do you know why though? I've heard it. It's pretty much something you could have in the background while you're doing your everyday thing. Like you can get halfway. You could turn on the show to halfway into the episode and be like, oh no. You won't be like, oh my god, what did I miss? You'll just be like, oh, this is the part where they're interrogating the guy, and oh, this is the part where they catch the guy. Okay, that was cool. Or oh, this is the part where they murder the guy in the beginning. All right, got it. Yeah. People love that shit because it's by the book like that.
And you can always pick it up at any point.
Yeah.
Like, it might be 20 seasons in, but you can still watch it from right now.
It'll get terrible reviews from the media, sure, but there's always an audience for that.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many fucking Sharknado
CBS owns that. They almost every show
I know.
is procedural.
I wanted CBS All Access to watch Twilight Zone and Star Trek. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay for that, though. Let me see what else they got. They got nothing else I'm interested in. Not even a little bit. I'm like, ugh, this is all I want. Only those two.
You know what I would love to see from CBS, and instead of them still doing their own stupid shit, I wish they would sell to somebody. Like sell their shows, like sell it to Netflix or Amazon, shit like that. Because like when I'm thinking about it, how much are people like how many subscribers do you actually have for your service?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you actually making money from this? Are you paying for maintaining the servers and all this bullshit and creating these shows, actually giving you a profit from your subscribers?
I remember that like CW wanted to make their own service, and I think they did, but I think that was their problem, that they realized like no one's coming to watch, no one's paying for this, and so then eventually they just did the Netflix deal, and then now they're going with HBO Max. I'm guessing. Yeah. So like. They had that same problem where like we don't have the heavy hitters, and I think eventually a lot of the smaller stuff are gonna fall.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like Netflix is gonna stay around. I think Amazon's gonna stay around. I feel like Hulu eventually is gonna get merged with something.
Well, Hulu's gonna merge with Disney Plus.
Yeah. Hulu's with Disney Plus. Right. It's already.
It's good.
Again, I don't think it's gonna be a merger.
No,
I think it's gonna be two separate entities,
but it's under the same umbrella.
It's same umbrella. The same money, but the thing is that I think Hulu's gonna have all their harder shit,
right?
And all the Fox rated R stuff and stuff like that,
right?
Yeah, rated R Hulu Kids is
Hulu's for sure is gonna get all the Fox properties,
right?
I think that's what's gonna happen, and then
which would be nice if they can get all the FX stuff, because I've been trying to watch like FX shows, and there's a lot of them that aren't there, and a lot of them don't have the full seasons, and I'm like, why?
They probably soon you probably
I was gonna say maybe once they decide who's gonna get what, like when Disney happens. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, now I can watch all of, all these FX shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I feel like a lot of the smaller ones are gonna die off because it's just too much.
It's
It's,
too
it's coming to a point now where like we were so excited for this era to come that we're like, oh, we're gonna cut the cord, and now it's like, fuck, now
Cut the cord is cable again.
I've mentioned this, and I know you agree with me plenty of times. It's history just repeat itself. Instead of you getting, oh, should I get this channel or this channel? Oh, let me pay $200 for all these channels. Now it's like, oh, let me pay $200 for all these streaming services.
And I really like right now. Currently, I only have Netflix, and I'm like, I don't have any like. I want to watch that Carnival show on
Carnival Row on Amazon.
Carnival Row, yeah.
I saw the pilot. I liked it.
I want to watch it. I'm like, I don't have Amazon anymore, so I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like they're really, and I don't have Hulu anymore. I'm like, I really want to watch Hulu. I'm like, I'm good. Like I miss a few shows, but nothing like too amazing that had to like pony up this money. You know?
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that like you can always do month to month. Like
right.
I mean, like me and Pedro, we did the Disney Plus shit. And like, what was it? 160 for 3 years.
For 3 years.
I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna do it. Like, it has Amazon. It has all the Marvel shows coming up soon.
And also inevitably, yeah, because we saw what their run is gonna be. We saw their schedule for the next few years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like that. I'm down for it.
And on top of that, you have the Disney shit.
It's also gonna go up every year. So we might as well
get it now.
Like solidify it at 3 years.
Oh, you guys went in on it like together?
Yeah. No.
We got our separate.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be sharing with my fam.
Oh, y'all share with me, bro.
Yeah, cool.
Dope.
Bam, there you go.
Done.
Now you can watch your WandaVision.
Time to get Amazon for me.
I don't have Amazon.
Ooh, but you gotta get it though.
If I give you Disney, you could give me Amazon.
But
yeah, like so, and on top of that, you have all the Disney shit, right? And I have a kid, so it's great to have all the Disney fucking properties that my kid could just watch. And he
can
loves.
even watch the National Geographic shit if he cares.
Exactly,
about
like they have so much shit. Like they have the Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, Disney, National Geographic,
and all their Fox properties that aren't rated R.
Exactly, and it's
which is
like
a fuck ton, dude.
And they're unvaulting all their shit too. So it's just like, damn, dude.
Unvaulting.
Yeah, which is
the
crazy.
biggest scam in like
it's a huge scam.
TV history.
Huge
It
scam.
is. This virtual.
Buy it in the vault. It will never come back.
Yeah, they created their own inflation, and it's nuts.
They did.
Yeah, because I remember I wanted to watch, I think it was Lion King or Aladdin.
Aladdin.
And it was like, where the fuck is this movie?
It's in
like,
the vault.
It's in the vault. Like, where is this fucking vault at?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like, Blu-rays, they're $10 for everything. Disney Blu-ray, $30.
Yeah.
Buy it now.
It's like, why? Buy it now before next month it gets thrown into the vault. And they even show it in commercials. Like, they actually CG'd a vault, and they're like, the movie's gonna get locked up again and lock up the vault. And it's like, fuck you, I ain't paying $30 for that shit.
Who the fuck owns this vault? It's like McScrooge.
Bitch, that's what Pirate Bay's for. I do not condone or.
But yeah, it's the streaming wars are getting serious now, and then NBC is doing their own thing too.
You're definitely right with the weaklings are going to drop off, but this is what it is. Everyone tries to show off their guns, and a lot of people are going to get smushed or merged.
So NBC is dropping theirs, and NBC is going to be free, but with ads.
Okay.
Which is what Hulu is. No, my bad. Hulu started like that.
Hulu started like that.
Yeah, Crunchyroll's like that now.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So you can watch everything on Crunchyroll with ads?
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Well, if you have HBO Max, maybe not anymore. Is it worth $18, kids?
Ooh, I forgot it's that much.
It's pricey, dude.
Fuck, that's a lot. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Is it worth it to get all these shows?
I don't even pay for Netflix.
Okay,
so.
I mean,
wait.
So hold on. I cancel my HBO. I cancel my Crunchyroll,
and it's under that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to do the math. I'm sure I got something else in there that might fall under the umbrella.
You love subscription services, though, dude.
I honestly only paid for like one.
You did
two.
say WB's gonna. WB's also gonna
with the DC
show.
stuff.
The DC's gonna fall into that too.
Yeah, but I read my comics there. I don't think HBO Max is going to have comics, but we'll see.
I don't know, man. Rick and Morty comes out. Are you gonna get HBO Max?
Hell no, no.
Why not? What if it's there day one?
It comes out on Adult Swim. Like just like I don't know. I'll just watch it illegally. Like that's it. Like just straight up. Like there's nothing that.
This is the 21st century. The only reason why we do the services, honestly, is because we're a little lazy.
I don't even pay for porn. Like the fuck, you think I want me to pay for Rick and Morty? Like
nobody's pay for porn.
Fuck out of here.
Until they get a streaming service.
Dude, they should do that. To be honest with
I'm
you.
sure they do. Just no one ever bothered to look.
I don't know why they haven't consolidated at that point.
Well, porn?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Just no one fucking
I mean,
bothers. to
every
look.
porn site has their own paid thing, but they should just consolidate into one.
At this point, like, if you can't finish a jerk like in 5 minutes, what do you do with yourself? Like, come on now.
I mean, there are people that just like the art of it. Like people will watch that shit for hours and be like, "Oh yeah, I love that camera angle or whatever." I don't know what the fuck.
That's never happened.
Oh,
the
no,
only
no.
time I judge camera angles, like, we're on this. I've seen this.
So the only reason why I'm mentioning that is because I know someone who has told me that. So I'm like, all right, man,
That's
do you.
one person. The only time I notice camera angle when it's a bad camera angle, like,
Yeah,
yo,
dude, why am I staring at this dick and balls?
yeah, like, why can I see this as asshole? Like, like, move the camera, like, you know?
Oh, unless somebody likes edging for hours.
What's
And
edging?
Edging is when you're about to, but you don't. You just ride that.
That sounds terrible.
Maybe people like that shit though, dude.
Damn.
It's a kink.
It is.
So
Yes.
maybe people like watching porn for a long extended hours. Because you just edge for hours.
Like, the no flap challenge accepted.
Well, I mean, actually, you're fapping though. You're just not coming.
Right. That's true. But yeah, so anyways, back to what we were saying.
Yeah, I mean, the
Different streaming services. That's what we were talking about.
Right.
these wars are getting serious, dude. I mean, at some point, it's gonna consolidate again. It has to. It's getting out of hand. Everybody's doing it.
To at least a big four.
Yeah.
I would say about that number.
Disney, Amazon, Netflix, and whoever last from
Yeah.
HBO Max.
I mean,
or NBC.
In the long run, I think there'll be a nice
Well, I
four.
think NBC will last longer because they're running ads.
Yeah.
So,
And it's free. So
it's free.
So Orlando will be watching NBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Hulu. I had Hulu with ads. I didn't care.
Oh my god.
I
that's the
paid
worst
for it
experience
and I
ever.
still had ads. All right, that's fine.
And that's what I hate about Hulu. That you pay for it and you're watching ads on top of that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. If I'm paying for it, get rid of the ads.
Yeah. I remember when it was free. That's where I watched How I Met Your Mother. I would watch it for free with ads.
Oh yeah.
And then they started paying, and I'm like,
I
fuck it.
streamed
I'm like, fuck this show.
Download all that shit, dude.
Fuck the show. And then you guys hated the show, and I went, man, really fuck this show.
CZA was terrible.
Anyway.
So bad. So bad.
So yeah, man, the wars are definitely getting serious, and I'm sure there's gonna be another one that's gonna announce their shit right around the corner, and we're
Yeah.
just gonna be like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But at this point,
There-
like,
there-
The big
also-
players have their servers.
There's also a lot of niche ones that'll still survive because they have their own thing.
yeah.
right.
You know, like Shudder, which is like specifically horror movies. Like that one obviously wouldn't survive compared to these, but because they have their own special, they get all the horror movies and all that stuff. People would flock to that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Small ones like that will survive.
So as of right now, with everything coming out, where are you guys at? Like, what do you guys think are the essential streaming services for you guys?
Well, essential.
Well, I'm paying for Disney, so I guess that's essential right now.
Because I think honestly, at this point, I don't think Amazon is essential.
Amazon? No, not really.
It's not essential, but the only reason is because I have it for
Right.
you know, like
Ama-
like shipping,
Yeah.
buying purposes. So I happen to go, oh, that's cool. Let me check out this show. But
Amazon's
you're
great
right.
for that.
As for a streaming service, it's not essential. Agreed.
I don't think
I think
Hulu-
Amazon's $8 a month.
I don't think Hulu's essential. I don't think. I guess
Hulu's not essential.
I guess Netflix and
Netflix, Disney
Well, if you think
Plus.
about it, none of them are essential. None of them are. Like, what do you want to watch more? I think people are going to start doing. They're going to start subscribing, unsubscribing per whatever they want to see.
per
Yeah.
show.
So,
Yeah.
like, if the Stranger Things comes out, right? It's like Stranger Things comes out this month. I'm gonna subscribe to that. And then next month, this other show comes. Oh, I'm gonna see that. Cancel Netflix. Subscribe to that show for that month. Oh, cancel that. Go to the next one.
that makes sense. I mean, and we did see that. We did see a huge drop off of Netflix. Lost like hundreds of
people
thousands of
signed up.
subscribers.
People signed up for HBO just to watch Game of Thrones, and then they canceled it as soon as it was over.
Yeah.
So
And you're gonna
Pe-
start seeing that now.
people might come back for. I mean, it has nowhere near the following, but people might come back for Westworld because it'll be fresh off the Jesse Pinkman high with Breaking Bad.
Right, and I think
You will hope the movie's good.
You would hope if the movie's great, they'll be like, oh my god, I want more Pinkman. Oh, he's in Westworld. Cool. Subscribe back.
yeah, and I think a lot of them are just
And
bet-
Watchmen. Ooh, people come back for Watchmen.
You would think.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are just betting on the fact that like you get it, you set it and forget it kind of thing. You know?
Yes, it's like a gym membership. That's exactly what
and
they're
that's what
expecting.
these services are expecting you to do.
Yeah,
They're expecting you to sign on and be
You
like,
sign
"Oh,
on and then
fuck
you
it."
just forgot you had it, and every once in a while you pop in. Like,
That's why if you go, oh no, today's when it. Oh no, it did it already. Oh, can I cancel? They'll be like, no.
yeah,
No, they just let it ride out the month. We'll cancel it next month.
I never thought about like I don't have any services, but I never thought about canceling like Netflix or anything. I
think Netflix is such a staple at this point.
I've thought about canceling my AMC service for this month. I'm not too much movies, but then there were movies I wanted to see. So I'm like, all right.
Hell yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot coming up.
This is the winter. You're not gonna cancel AMC, man.
Yeah, and I was thinking about canceling at one point.
If anything, August would have been the month to cancel it.
But you did see a lot of shit in August.
Yeah.
So you just never cancel it.
That's it. They got me.
I mean,
they got me.
They got you.
Well, because you think about it, look, let's say we love watching shit in Dolby, right? If you watch one movie in Dolby, you already pay for the service.
Yeah, that's it.
So what's the fucking point?
Yeah, you guys buy your fucking popcorn and all that shit, and then your drinks and all that.
So, in the end, I think AMC is a steal right now. And I don't know if more moviegoers should be doing it, dude.
Yeah.
Because you buy one premium movie and that's it, dude. You made the month.
Once I tell someone that I have it, they're just like, "Wait, what is it? How much is it? Oh, why? I'll just get it."
It's like when we were at that place when we went to eat wings.
Yeah.
And we were telling him like, "Oh shit, like yeah, that's such a good service." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, because you fucking paying for it by watching one movie." Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we'll keep talking about the streaming wars as things come out, and
and I'm curious.
It's an ongoing conversation at this point.
Yeah, I really want Apple TV Apple TV Plus to talk more about what else they're gonna have besides their original stuff. Because if they only have their original stuff, it's gonna be.
It's pretty empty. But what's good about it is that you'll be able to watch everything.
That's true, and then it explains the cheap.
Yeah,
price.
It's only $5, and then maybe within 2 months, or depending how, and that's probably why they're releasing it week by week. Or at least because they don't have that much stuff. So it's like
you're gonna watch everything in a month and cancel.
Yeah, and then they keep you on it longer.
Yeah. And that's why I was trying to keep you there longer. So definitely we're gonna continue having this conversation, and we'll see where we go from here, man. Let's see what these streaming wars end up in, and we'll let you know about Disney Plus when it comes out.
Pretty excited for Disney Plus. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys, ladies and gents, this is the end of our podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think about these streaming wars. What have you signed on to? What is something you can't live without? Is it Netflix, Hulu, Amazon?
Funimation for all y'all Dragon Ball fans.
Disney Plus. And it hasn't even come out, but you can't live without it. Let us know what your thoughts on it.
Mandalorian's so good, it hasn't even come out.
Till next time, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Later.